Hello. Now today we discuss regarding about this Pavilion Damansara Heights. Why Pavilion Damansara Heights so unique? If you today is looking for investment or you're looking for something very unique and with a good capital appreciation, everything, this is the project that you cannot run away. Yeah. So let me show you to understanding regarding about what is special about this area. So first of all, can I zoom out? Okay, first of all, Pavilion Damansara Heights is located in a very unique area. It's called Bukit Damansara, or either we call Bangsa area. So that if you are not familiar in Malaysia, we can say the Bangsa area of Bukit Damansara is an elite area for the local people. So if people say where you stay, Bangsa or either Bukit Damansara is definitely one of the area all people will be acknowledged that this is a rich people area, the rich people, which is those super rich people. So that we try to see, you might be able, very familiar for you is this area. This area is where our Malaysian landmark here, which is that the KLCC. I make it another easy to understand. The KLCC area, everything. So this is the area that you might be as a foreigner or either Malaysian, everyone know this is a super expensive area because KLCC and another Kuala Lumpur, or what we so call that the TRX around this area, and also the something will coming soon, which is the Menara 118, which is around this area. This is a very central area, and the capital I can say the price per square feet for every property around this area is actually starting from 2,008 per square feet, for freehold property. If leasehold, maybe still got 1,007 per square feet, So it's a very packed area. So this is why that as an investor, a lot of people were thinking that, oh my god, this area here is so packed. So if I buy here, is it got capital appreciation? The answer is still yes. But your capital appreciation will actually according to the time, because that this area is already fully occupied. So it's taking time to grow. It's taking time to grow. It cannot say like suddenly have some reason factor that causing the capital appreciation is suddenly bumps up because due to something building there. We can put a very easy example. If you long time ago you got invest any property in KLCC area or this area here, even though recently they're happening with this TRX, it doesn't mean that because still the TRX is coming up, so the price here is all pumping up. No such thing. They will be only according to the time. Or even though now we are going to be happening the Tower 118, which is Merdeka 118, is coming out. Okay, so when it's coming out, is it that all the property around here will be increasing? No, we can say cannot say no. It will be increased in a very significant amount. Because that this area is considered the highest price per square feet in our Malaysia. So that as an investor, is it really that we need to buy a property and then we need to waiting the property to increasing by 5-10 years time? No one know what will happen for the example 10 or 15 years later. So that this is the reason now that we are come into this what we so called Damansara Bangsa area. Okay, so that in this Bangsa area here, you will definitely see that who it will be the neighborhood. So the Bangsa is definitely is an elite area, but to know more understanding regarding about where is Bangsa, first of all, you might able to hear the mid valley or the garden in this area. So the slightly above this mid valley and the garden will be our KL Central. KL Central will be all the also call that the National Transit Center will be everything located here. The Google company, Yahoo are located at here. And then of course that in our Bangsa area here, that the Malaysia top paid area, which is the top paid salary area, will be in this Bangsa. Inside this Bangsa, or either we can next to the Bangsa that a lot people might know is called a KL Eco City, which is in this area. KL Eco City in this area. So after that they have another one which is familiar, it's called Bangsa South, a digital center. And then of course that with the KL Central, okay, which is in this area. KL Central. So that we can say that this Bangsa area is quite been near to this all high paid area. Okay, so that if we try to look back here, we would like to invest a property, then maybe we're looking at the location, whether this Bangsa is a very strategic or not. Then I can tell you, Bangsa, this area is super strategic. We can say it's the center of gravity for the whole Klang Valley. Klang Valley means that this whole piece of land, yeah, I zoom it up, okay, this is our whole piece of land, yeah, so that the KLCC will be Bukit Bintang, everything will be here. This is the KLCC area, but unfortunately, this area here that we cannot grow, our development cannot go to the north. Why? Because that in our Malaysia here, on the north side here is actually all is a mountain. So the Genting Highlands is somewhere around here. Okay, so there is all mountain. The building cannot go there. So this is why that this area here they become less and less because no cannot build anything there. So that what the development nowadays in Malaysia happening, they will only can have the option grow to the west. The reason because here is a Port Klang lah, okay, or either they grow to the south. Why grow to the south? Because go to the south is a Putrajaya, where our Malaysia or the government majority will be focused here to make like a cyber city or the one city, those kind of thing. But unfortunately, the population there is Malay more in the majority, and it's no doubt about it is that it will take time to grow. Okay, so slightly going down is our Malaysia International Airport, so that they will going down, but it won't happen in short time. I mean, we can say another 20, 30 years or 40 years only can grow up, go to downstairs. So that back to our Klang Valley here, that if you whoever who are familiar in Malaysia, then first of all you might be able to hear one thing is called Mongkara. This is Mongkara, or either something you might able to hear some way which is called Desa Park City, which is here, Desa Park City, this one, Desa Park City, all okay, like just now what we call so-called this Mid Valley area, Kerala area, or either we call PJ area, PJ, yeah, okay, Damansara area, PJ, Damansara, or either recently there are a lot of people talking about regarding about Bukit Jalil. Okay, please don't think that Bukit Jalil will be the center of gravity. It might be, but not yet. It will be in the future, but currently still this area. So that this area is very unique. You know, like from Kuala Lumpur, would like go to the PJ, or either from PJ would like to go to the this Mongkara or Kepong, or either going to the this Bukit Jalil, you were able to see that this area is definitely the traffic need to travel from the east to west, west to east, north to south, south to north. Yeah, so this is the central area for everything. So that we look back in this area here, you were able to see that this area is so unique. Okay, the whole Bangsa area, or we so call this Bukit Damansara or Damansara Heights. Yeah, it was located in this area here. On your left hand side, you have a very famous golf club we call Malaysia Golf and Country Club. Yeah, and then here this Kiara, Bukit Kiara is actually is a hiking mountain. So which is that you can just stop in anywhere and then just hiking the mountain, passing through the mountain to another area, or either come down to the golf club or whatsoever. Here we also have a horse running training area. Yeah, so that National Science Center is just around this area. This is the reserve forest. Then the whole, we can say the whole infrastructure for the country, we cannot move this this reserve forest anymore, because that we need to make sure that it's still greenery. Yeah, so that in this area similarly, okay, it will be it's a college area, you can see. Okay, all this is a college area, so it's within the whole college, the land of the college. Yeah, we call the biggest university in Malaysia, we call University Malaya. So that the University Malaya is actually occupied, the land is so big from here to the outside and then going back. So this whole piece of land here, if really they will have any construction is coming over, I don't think any developer can do here, because that this is the land for the university. Yeah, so that this is our Malaysia largest university available in Malaysia, so none of other can touching them. Yeah, so they belong to Malaysia top one. Yeah, so after that we back to this area again. Okay, you will able to see that this is Mongkara again. This is Pavilion Damansara Heights. Okay, so that if we zoom in, what you're able to see is that all is actually is a landed property. Yeah, all is landed property, and you were able to find that actually roof is different. Yeah. So why the roof is different is very simple. The people here is actually all a bungalow, and then they buy their land and they build by themselves. Yeah. So it's only rich people can do like that lah, because that if other normal people, they will be ask the developer do a whole township and then all the roof are the same and just buy either one of them. But here, this is the very elite area. This is a very mature area, yeah, so that there will be all the building, they have their own history, they have their own story, yeah. Okay, of course that we also have some international school here, this and that, because this area is a very residential area. So we can see that this area also, we can see our national palace. Okay, so in Malaysia, our Istana Negara. So when the Agung is taken over every single different season, when they come to Malaysia or either come to the KL here to have some meeting, then this is the place where they take rest. So we call this is the Istana Negara. Yeah, so there's our Malaysia palace. So next to here, then you were able to see that all this land here we call Taman Tunku. Taman Tunku, similarly, this land you can't own it. Yeah, it's only for our politic people, which they buy the land and build by themselves. Okay, and then here, this one, what is this? This one is our parliament. Okay, Parliament Malaysia, which is that our Prime Minister and our VVVVIP in our Malaysia, they are the place they're working. Yeah, the place they're meeting. And then on the right hand side, this is Botani Negara Garden is actually our Malaysia most beautiful greenery land available around here. Okay, so this is the area that is fully controlled, and then nothing can do in all this greenery area. So this is why that this is a central. You have the highway passing by, and this highway is very unique. No matter, similarly again, which area you're coming over, you're definitely passing this area. So that pavilion, what they're planning to do is that they are actually trying to making a commercial business district in this area. So this area here that we have Pusat Bandar Damansara, which is the MRT station, which is allow you to enter to this whole shopping mall and shopping. And then in the same time, in here you will able to see that they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 corporate office is a grade A office level. So the currently is approximately about 50% occupied by the foreigner company. And then we can say that whoever company they would like to put in here is very easy for them. It's either whether they would like to go to Mont Kiara working, they want to go to the KLCC side, joining to other commercial hub which is nearby this area, to a KL Central, or either towards to the PJ. Is a super strategic area. And then this is a last piece of land in a whole matured area. Yeah, whole mature area. This greenery, you thought they can do, and in the future nothing can be done in this area because it's very too near to our national palace. They're not allow any development to happen. So you were able to see there's a line there. Okay, why? Because that if you're building too high, maybe they have someone can absorb the VVIP this area, or maybe this area, so none of them can do anything. So that this area is already reserved from our government. Nothing can be done in this area, and the pavilion is exactly in the center. Yeah, so that in this area here, currently we have the signature Pavilion Damansara here. We will going to have another new developments coming very soon. Currently now we have this tower R3 which calls Crown Suite, and then this one is a Regent, and then this is Windsor, and we have another 3 more here, which is one is a corporate tower, also is a grade A offices. Is a one is super huge private live resident we call Imperial, and then the other one is a slightly small we call RC, okay, which is a Royal Suite. Yeah, so but it's not yet launched, okay, but I can definitely to telling you that the price will be higher whatever be just been done. These two just recently done by 3 months ago. So if you're interested, we still can come and view the actual unit. This one will be foreseen complete in Q1 of 2026, which is next year. Yeah, 3 months from now. Okay, now, okay, again, okay, I'm not sure are you familiar in this pavilion or not. do you know that a lot of development around the whole Malaysia, a lot of those small developer or some sort, those developer not really familiar, not very popular, they always use Pavilion as a reference. So that when you look in Malaysia property, I believe that a lot of property consultant or property those what's called that, the property guru, or either those property agent, they were telling you, oh, this property very near to KLCC, oh, this property very near to KLCC, so that you would say, oh, okay, near to KLCC, or maybe it's very good. But you might be forgot one more thing, is that some development, when they're too far from KLCC, what they do, they'll say, oh, they're near to the pavilion, they're near to the pavilion, near to pavilion. And now thanks to TRX coming over, and then a lot say, oh, near to TRX, near to TRX, near to TRX. This is how they can do, because that pavilion, actually they already officially become like a landmark in our golden triangle. Okay, so this is the satellite view. I'm not sure you can see it familiarly. Okay, but anyhow, okay, please look at here. This is TRX again. TRX again, you say the TRX exchange, and then here there's a 11A around this area. Okay, so that I make it to the simple graph. Yeah, again, you can see this is obviously is a pavilion KL. This is a Pavilion KL. I believe that whoever come to Malaysia, definitely they will drop by in this Pavilion KL, because this is considered one of the luxuries shopping mall in Malaysia. Yeah, but we try to look at here. When the Pavilion KL, where they're located, the pavilion, this developer always having a very good selection on their area. So when the pavilion located here on the north is Twin Tower, which is KLCC. Okay, on the northwest is our television tower, which is that the Manana Kuala Lumpur. Yeah, and then on our east is the Prince Court, our Malaysia's most expensive hospital, or most advanced hospital. Yeah, and then on our southeast is that the TRX, and on the pavilion on the south, okay, south and southwest a bit lah. Okay, this area will be our Tata Merdeka, which is the 118 tower, will be in here. Okay, and then of course in the pavilion on the west will be the Petaling Street. This is some sort of area that a lot of people will come here for, especially for tourism lah. So that this is exactly the most center in the whole KL, and pavilion is here. You can see the pavilion is just exactly in the middle of everything, even though it's a golden triangle. And then this is phase 1 for pavilion, and the phase 2 for pavilion, what they do, they're going to the Bukit Jalil. Okay, so my video will taking slightly longer time, but please bear with me. I can tell you, after this video, you will much more understand what pavilion is doing there. Okay, so that this is a Bukit Jalil. Bukit Jalil recently, I have a lot of foreigners start to moving in, especially China people. Okay, because that this area we not consider the tier 2 in our property line. Okay, it's considered tier 3. So the tier 1 should be in the Bukit Jalil area, and then tier 2 will be in our Bangsa area, and the tier 3 will be in this Bukit Jalil area. So that when we're looking on the satellite view, you will able to see that the occupancy here is not as like this area. This area all is white color, it's all is concrete forest. Where this area here, we still have plenty, is ongoing. It's plenty ongoing. But you will definitely able to see that this pavilion also located in the center. They're located at the center. All the development is surrounding them, surrounding the pavilion. Pavilion is actually the landmark in the Bukit Jalil. When you explore your property searching until the Bukit Jalil, yeah, then a lot of people will say, oh, how far we are from Pavilion Bukit Jalil, how far you are from Pavilion Bukit Jalil, how far we are from Pavilion Bukit Jalil. So people will use Pavilion Bukit Jalil as a reference. They won't use other development as a reference. Why? It's very simple, because Pavilion is really making something there, so that if today you're buying a property for an investment, especially you are not familiar in Malaysia, yeah, so the easiest one is just follow Pavilion, no? Because Pavilion, there will be the most central reference for other development. Yeah, so that of course you can see still have a lot is coming over. Okay, a lot of coming over. So Bukit Jalil, is it good to investment? I can say not yet that level. The reason is very simple, because that the resident who are stay around this area there, their income not as high as what we so called like, you know, as a foreigner, you want to buy property in Malaysia, you have to buy 1 million and above. but the property around this area here hardly to reach 1 million. Majority, I can say up to 80% of them, or 90, can up to 90% is lower than 1 million property. So you want to higher than 1 million property, only 10% of them. So that if you planning to on stay for a longer period, like maybe 20-30 years, yes, you are welcome to buy this area, because that there's no doubt about it, 20-30 years later, the capital appreciation here definitely will reach to more than 1 million. Yeah, but currently no. So if you're planning just like staying here or buying the property for 5-10 years time and then selling in a good price, your selling still back to the foreigner, which is whoever minimum own a property in Malaysia must be 1 million and above. But the local who stay in this area, they won't buy those property. Because why? Because with the budget about 1 million, they can go slightly further a bit or further a bit, because all this area here still have a lot of empty area. They can just simply sticking here 1 million, they can buy a very huge landed property already. So it's not really that ideally for foreigner to invest here, except that you're planning to retire here and then wait for another 20-30 years. Yeah. Okay. So now we back to the Pavilion Damansara Heights. Okay, so that if we talking about Damansara Heights here, there only have few shopping mall is happening. One we call as the BSC, Bangsa Shopping Center. Where is it? It's Bangsa Shopping Center. Yeah, here. This is the no, this is the Mantan Bangsa Shopping Center. Oh, sorry, wrong direction. Yeah, so Bangsa Shopping Center, this is the one. Okay, it's a very small shopping center. It's a not too big, this shopping center here. Okay, so let me see, oh no, okay, clicking wrong. How to close this one? Wait, too many buttons in front of me are here. Okay, so that this is the Pavilion KL, sorry, where I am again. Okay, here. Okay, Bangsa Shopping Center. This Bangsa Shopping Center, I can say is very unique. Why? Okay, it's a very tiny shopping mall. Yeah, but this shopping mall is a lot of local people like. It's look old, but when you go to the parking, you totally will surprise. Why? Because inside the parking there, I can say 80% of the total parking inside all is luxurious car. Mercedes-Benz, Ferrari, Polo, Porsche, Rolls-Royce they're actually all inside here. So because the people who stay in the Bangsa are rich, okay, and they don't like too many crowded, they like to come here, this neighborhood shopping mall. And we have another shopping mall which is slightly below, okay, yeah, okay, but all those is this Bangsa Village, yeah, Bangsa Village, another shopping mall around this area. But this area here is will be a little bit old, because that is a mature area. Okay, so even though from the house you also can see that all this is in the order arrangement. So in the order arrangement means that it's still not that so premium, because that house also can see from the roof. Yeah, so that all this is in the program, but the houses here still super expensive. Yeah, but compared to this terrace house and compare back to this area here, bungalows, okay, is totally different. So Pavilion is the only commercial hub which is meet the grade A offices, which is meet the world class category, will be located here. And you are investing a property, they are in the last piece of land in the most mature area and the central gravity for the whole Klang Valley. So if I'm telling you the price per square feet currently in Pavilion when done here, the price is half of KLCC. Would you like to take a chance to invest your property around this area? It's the last piece of land. So if you're asking me, I'll give you the answer here. The PSF now is between 1,004 per square feet Malaysian ringgit up to 1,007, 1,008. It really depends on to your unit height and low and the direction. Yeah, but anyhow, I can promise you, if you contact me, definitely you can get 1,004 per square feet if you wish for. Yeah, so that this is the area and the Pavilion. This